Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Good morning. It is 5:02 a.m. That's just how I roll. I get up. I get up early. I go to bed early and I get up early. Anyway, I'm a buzz agent trying out this new product. All Bright Instant Glow Mask. So for me, I want my face to glow. I think every girl wants to be glowing, right? The issue with me, I've said this before, is that the bottom half of my face is like darker than the rest of my face. So I would love for it to be the same color as the rest of my face, obviously. So that's why when they offered to send me this, I was like, yeah, I want to see if it works. It's with hibiscus and vitamin C. Let's see what else. Vegan, cruelty-free, sustainability, commitment. We believe in the power of plants for their holistic benefits to improve your skin, mind, and soul. Me too! All right, Instant Glow Mask. Reveal your natural looking glow with our All Bright Instant Glow Mask, a gentle chemical peel in a tube. This formula, enriched with vitamin C and hibiscus, a natural source of AHAs, transforms dull complexions, brightening skin instantly. Skin is left looking glowing and feeling energized. Directions. Please read in a British accent. Okay. Apply a thin layer onto skin, leave on for 10 minutes and wash off with warm water. Can be used 2 to 3 times weekly. Right. That's weird that they asked me to be English. That's weird, but I'm not gonna judge them on that. Here it is. It's cute. It's very cute. And I actually love these kind of screw-on tops. So it doesn't say my face has to be wet. It isn't wet. Hope that's okay. I'll set the timer. Set the timer after I'm done. That makes sense. So I can't just do a beauty product, right? Oh, it's clear. Definitely thought it would be, yeah, I thought it'd be white. It said a thin layer. So when you do it thinly, it's semi-transparent. I definitely thought it would be more white. It's a little white. Maybe when you rub it, yeah, when you rub it in, when you start rubbing, it becomes like white. I can't just do a beauty video. I always have something to say. That's just me. Underneath my eyes too, it's darker. That's one thing I want to get rid of. Do not get in your eyes. It said that on the tube, and it's just obvious, right? Do not get it in your eyes. But this is a problem area. My hair, oops, my hair, and underneath my eyes, right? So something happened the other day. I think this is enough to do a thin layer. Put that back. We were outside the grocery store getting a cart, and a woman, me and my 2 daughters were there getting a cart that they liked, the one shaped like a taxi, right? And a woman walks by and she says, "That hair is wild." And she was referring to my 5-year-old's hair, which is beautiful, beautiful, natural hair. My first thought was, I don't want my daughter to feel a certain way about it. So I looked at my daughter, my 5-year-old, and she starts laughing, a wild laugh. What wild? And I say, "You are the best," to my daughter, because I think it did affect her. She didn't know how to take it. I also didn't know how to take it. I tried to stay neutral. That girl's hair is wild. I tried to stay neutral. You know, wild can have a negative connotation. I just didn't know what it meant. I didn't know if she knew the history of nappy-headed H's, you know, the whole history in America. Our hair not being professional enough, or unkempt, or just not pretty and not desired. think that's enough. On the product, like, it's kind of, it's not sticky, but it gets harder to move around the more it dries. This is the area I want to focus on, so I'm trying to put it here as much as I can, and underneath the eyes without getting in the eyes naturally. So I turned to my daughter and I said, "You are the best." And she gets happy again. And the woman walks by. And I look after her to see if I'm just trying to gauge, well, what does that mean? Was that a hidden compliment? Was that an insult? Was she trying to be shisty, or was it just an ignorant comment? She wasn't smiling when she said it. She was just stating a fact, matter of fact, because maybe because of her skin color and how the status quo and how things have been going for hundreds of years, she thought it was okay to kind of give this information just so I know. She wanted to let me know that my daughter's hair was wild, just so I know. Let me go ahead and set that timer. I'll do it on my phone. Set timer for 10 minutes.
10 minutes, starting now.
Thank you. 10 minutes? That's why I'm talking to you guys. So she just wanted to let me know that my daughter's hair was wild. And it didn't seem like it was an opinion. It just seemed like a fact that she needed to share with me. And so I didn't appreciate the comment, but again, I tried to remain neutral. I looked after her to see if she turned back, if she was smiling, if anything, but that's okay. We run into her again while we're checking out, self-checkout. And she starts interacting with the girls, being nicer than she was outside. So immediately I start thinking, she feels guilty. So I want to show her it's okay. So I speak to her. I think I make a joke. I couldn't find my club card, to get coupons and deals and stuff as we're checking out. So I make a joke about that. And she makes a face and completely ignores me. By the way, she's talking to my girls and interacting to my girls, but not to me. So, I mean, as a Black parent, first of all, no, you don't get to talk to my kids without my permission and then ignore me. No, that's just absurd. That's absurd. But, she's upset and she's in her feelings. And it seems like my non-response to her, maybe she's paying me back because I ignored her comment. Which was directed at my daughter again, which is weird. Who are you talking to and why? I mean, I don't get it. I don't understand. And if you don't understand that it's ignorant to tell a child that her hair is wild, it's not productive, and could be at best, it's just unusual to tell a child that, or tell their mom that in earshot of their child. Unusual at best, and very ignorant at worst, or racist at worst. I'm not calling her racist. I don't know her. I just know what I observed, which is she got very in her feelings. She ignored me when I tried to interact with her. So she was mad at me, even though I just had, I think, a normal motherly reaction. Is my child okay? That was my first reaction. Protect, mama bear, And so she ignores me, and then her machine goes berserk. So she has to call over the attendant, and the interaction, the awkwardness between me and her is over. But WTH, first of all, God, where do I begin? Where do I begin? It's just like, it seemed like this lady was begging me to give her more than she already has. Like, she already said her comment, but she wanted me to be like, I don't know, what did she want from me in that case? Yes, it's so wild. Gosh, we break combs in our household. She's a terrible daughter. She's always screaming when I do her hair. Like, why do I have to do that? I don't want to do that with a stranger who's not smiling. I know how to make small chat, but her energy, it was just like, it was weird. Like, why are you telling me and a child this about her hair? Wild has these negative connotations. And I even looked at one of my other daughters, and she was like, no, her. So she didn't want my daughter. One daughter was okay, but the other daughter was not. And they have different type textures of hair slightly. I mean, not hugely different. But Mary, if you're watching this and you're older, there is nothing wrong with the way your hair grows out of your head. That is how God intended it. It's beautiful. You know, it is okay. It's not wild. You know, it's beautiful. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. So she wanted me to have a good reaction to her weird comment. And I wasn't rude to her. I didn't show her attitude, but I guess because I didn't give her much face, I kind of raised my eyebrows. And then I looked at one of my daughters and she clarified her by pointing. And it was just like, what kind of interaction is this that I'm subjected to almost every day? It's exhausting. And it's like, you can't even be direct. You can't even be direct and say, you know what? That was ignorant what you said, because our hair is vilified, and our hair, we're always told that we're not enough in the looks department, in the brains department, in the eloquence department. We're told that it's not enough for you. So for you to say that my daughter's hair is wild and you don't qualify it and you don't say it with a smile, that's offensive to me. And it could be taken as borderline racist, even if you didn't mean it, because you're othering my daughter. You're othering her, and you're making sure that you know that she's different from the norm. And the norm is white, straight hair, blonde hair, blue eyes. And I would hope that we're moving away from that so that more people could be collectively, have a collective quality of life and acceptance and a sense of belonging. Like if I had done that, I don't think it would have gone well. Why? Because she wasn't smiling to begin with. And the energy that you get, these feelings, these vibes from people. She wanted me to take it, or to agree with her, or say yes ma'am. It wasn't like she was open for a discussion. She was telling me something matter of fact, and the only option I had was to agree with her. But since I didn't, since I turned to my daughter and told her she was the best, it made her feel a certain way. And this is so, like, why? Why are you like that? I want to develop more empathy for this. I do. I want to understand it. I want to understand it. But I feel like you can't be direct, even with friends that I've known forever, half my life. And you can't be direct with them because it hurts their feelings. But you know what? Do you know what hurts my feelings every day, being a Black person in America? Having these interactions sprinkled throughout my week or every day. So I feel like that trumps one over the other. I really do. So it's like, oh, you can't call me out. You can't think I'm racist. I just made a comment. I'm not racist. I didn't call her racist. I didn't even look at her, but she didn't like my reaction. And she felt bad about it, because why was she trying to be extra nice to my girls at the checkout? Why? And not to me. If she was just a nice person, then why did she ignore me? And if she felt ignored, I'm getting I'm getting worked up. But if she felt ignored, then why wasn't she direct? She carries more power than I do, looking like I do, Black and wearing hijab and, Islamic garb. Come on. So why didn't she take a handle of the situation? And then it gets me thinking, like, because white people don't necessarily feel that they're dominant, or that they're, I mean, we're barring non-white supremacists, of course, white supremacists, but maybe white people feel unempowered as well. And maybe they feel that, they have problems too. And I know no one I know thinks that white people don't have problems, that they're just eating high on the hog and throwing the bones down to us. If anything, I don't think that. But I'm thinking the skin color doesn't make their life harder. That's all. That skin color is not one of the factors making their lives harder. I do know they have problems. And this lady, was shopping at the same grocery store as I was, Fry's. So they have deals and coupons, she's, uh, I'm thinking she's just like me. But I just don't understand how she didn't know either the history of Black people in America, and I guess the hair thing. You'll have to tell me if you're white. Do you know that professionally we're not allowed to wear dreadlocks, that before entering competitions they're cut off? A wrestling competition like this happened, that afros are political statements. The natural way that our hair grows out of our scalp is deemed a political response, or it was at a time. Like, it's not fair. That's not fair. So we have to straighten it, perm it. I don't know if this is true, but the lie in relaxing perms that straighten Black women's hair can be shown on a scene on a skull. So, like, the person who is examining the bones of a dead Black woman's skull, if she got relaxing perms when she was a child, they would be able to tell by her skull. So it's getting into her bones to do this to her hair so that it's not wild. Astaghfirullah. Seriously. Don't come at me and tell me my daughter, who's 5, has wild hair and you're not smiling and trying to get to know us. Ridiculous. And then when I do the best I can in this ugly response, 10 minutes is up. When I do the best I can in this ugly response, she gets upset as if I called her racist, and I didn't. But you know what's worse than being called a racist? Fill in the blank. I'm going to wash this off my face, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.